The ancient Egyptians called their land Kemet, meaning black land, a tribute to the fertile soil deposited each year by the flooding Nile River. This annual inundation transformed the arid landscape into a lush paradise, the lifeblood of Egyptian civilization. The Egyptians were deeply connected to the Nile. They depended on its predictable rhythm for agriculture, transportation, and even their understanding of the cosmos. The Nile River flows northward, and the Egyptians divided their land accordingly. Upper Egypt in the south was the mountainous region where the Nile's journey began. Lower Egypt in the north encompassed the fertile Nile Delta, where the river fanned out before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. These two regions, though geographically distinct, were united by the life-giving waters of the Nile. Around 3100 BC, a pivotal moment occurred in Egyptian history. Menes's unification of Upper and Lower Egypt marked the beginning of the early dynastic period, a time of immense transformation and growth. This monumental achievement was not just a political maneuver, but a cultural revolution that would shape the future of Egypt for millennia. By uniting the two lands, Menes created a powerful and unified state that stretched the length of the Nile Valley. This unification brought together diverse peoples and traditions, fostering a sense of shared identity and purpose. This new kingdom, with its centralized government and shared cultural identity, laid the groundwork for the flourishing of Egyptian civilization. The establishment of a centralized authority allowed for more efficient administration and the development of a cohesive cultural and religious framework. Menes established his capital at Memphis, strategically located at the border between Upper and Lower Egypt. This location was not only geographically significant, but also symbolically important, representing the unity of the two regions. This symbolic choice reflected his vision of a united kingdom. The city of Memphis would become a cultural and political hub, playing a crucial role in the administration and development of the early Egyptian state. He is credited with instituting many of the traditions and symbols of pharaonic rule, including the wearing of the double crown, a combination of the white crown of Upper Egypt and the red crown of Lower Egypt. This powerful symbol of unity would be worn by pharaohs for centuries to come. The unification under Menes ushered in an era of stability and prosperity. This newfound stability allowed for advancements in art, science, and technology, setting the stage for future achievements. With the constant threat of internal conflict eliminated, the Egyptians could focus their energies on developing their culture, expanding their territory, and constructing monumental architecture that would stand the test of time. The resources and labor that were once used for warfare could now be redirected towards building a lasting legacy. The stage was set for the rise of the Old Kingdom, a period that would witness the construction of some of the most iconic structures in human history, the pyramids. These architectural marvels would not only serve as tombs for the pharaohs, but also as enduring symbols of the ingenuity and ambition of the ancient Egyptians. The Old Kingdom, spanning from roughly 2686 to 2181 BC, is perhaps best known for its awe-inspiring pyramids. These monumental structures have fascinated historians, archaeologists, and tourists alike for centuries. These colossal structures, built as tombs for the pharaohs, stand as enduring symbols of ancient Egyptian civilization. They were designed to ensure the pharaohs' safe passage to the afterlife, reflecting the Egyptians' deep-seated beliefs in immortality and the divine nature of their rulers. The pyramids were not merely burial chambers, they were powerful expressions of the pharaohs' divine right to rule and their belief in the afterlife. Each pyramid was part of a larger complex that included temples and other structures, all meticulously planned to serve both religious and practical purposes. The most famous pyramids are those at Giza, on the outskirts of modern-day Cairo. These iconic structures have become synonymous with ancient Egypt itself, drawing millions of visitors from around the world each year. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for the pharaoh Khufu, is the oldest and largest of the three main pyramids at the site. Standing at an original height of 146.6 meters, It was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Its construction, a testament to the ingenuity and organizational skills of the ancient Egyptians, involved the transport and placement of millions of massive stone blocks. The logistics of this feat, including the quarrying, transportation and precise assembly of these stones, continue to be a subject of study and admiration. The pyramids were more than just tombs. They were vast complexes that included temples, causeways and mortuary temples. These complexes served as centers of worship and administration, playing a crucial role in the religious and political life of the Old Kingdom. These structures were adorned with intricate carvings and hieroglyphics, providing glimpses into the religious beliefs, daily life, and social structure of the Old Kingdom. The walls of the pyramids and their associated temples tell stories of gods, kings, and the cosmos, offering invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian culture. The construction of the pyramids required a highly skilled workforce and a centralized government capable of organizing and managing such massive projects. This workforce included not only laborers but also architects, engineers and artisans, all working together to create these timeless monuments. Section 4. The Middle Kingdom, a time of renewal. Following the Old Kingdom, Egypt experienced a period of instability and decentralization known as the First Intermediate Period. However, around 2055 BC, a new dynasty emerged from Thebes in Upper Egypt, ushering in the Middle Kingdom, a time of renewed prosperity and cultural flourishing. The Middle Kingdom pharaohs restored order and stability to Egypt. They implemented administrative reforms, strengthened the central government, and expanded Egypt's borders south into Nubia, a region rich in gold and other resources. This period also saw a resurgence in art, literature and architecture. One notable Middle Kingdom ruler was Sesostris III, who constructed a series of forts along the Nile's second cataract to protect Egypt's southern border and control trade with Nubia. His reign marked a high point of Middle Kingdom power and prosperity. Another significant figure was Amenemhat III, known for his ambitious irrigation projects in the Fayum region, which transformed the area into a fertile agricultural center. Section 5. The New Kingdom, Egypt's Golden Age. The Middle Kingdom eventually gave way to another period of fragmentation known as the Second Intermediate Period. However, around 1550 BC, a new dynasty arose from Thebes, marking the beginning of the New Kingdom, the most glorious and powerful era in ancient Egyptian history. The New Kingdom pharaohs were ambitious rulers who sought to expand Egypt's borders and establish an empire. They launched successful military campaigns into Nubia to the south and into the Levant to the northeast, bringing vast wealth and resources back to Egypt. This era witnessed the rise of some of Egypt's most famous pharaohs, including Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, and Ramses II. The New Kingdom was a time of unprecedented wealth and power for Egypt. The pharaohs used their newfound riches to construct magnificent temples, tombs, and monuments, many of which still stand today as testaments to their grandeur. This era also saw a flowering of Egyptian art, literature, and culture as the kingdom's influence spread throughout the ancient Near East. Section 6. Hatshepsut and Ramses, Icons of Power. Among the many powerful rulers of the New Kingdom, Hatshepsut and Ramses II stand out as icons of this golden age. Their reigns were marked by significant achievements that left an indelible mark on Egyptian history and culture. Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs in Egyptian history, ruled for over 2 decades in the 15th century BC. Her reign was a period of peace and prosperity which allowed her to focus on monumental building projects and expanding trade networks. Hatshepsut is renowned for her successful reign, characterized by ambitious building projects, including her magnificent mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahari, and trade expeditions to the land of Punt, located along the Red Sea coast of Africa. These expeditions brought back wealth and exotic goods, enhancing Egypt's economy and prestige. She is often depicted in statues and reliefs dressed as a male pharaoh, wearing the traditional kilt, false beard and crown. This was a strategic move to assert her authority in a male-dominated society and ensure her legitimacy as a ruler. Ramses II, who ruled in the 13th century BC, is often considered the most powerful and celebrated of all the pharaohs. His reign lasted for 66 years, making him one of the longest reigning pharaohs in Egyptian history. He is known for his military exploits, including the famous Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites, as well as his massive building programs. The Battle of Kadesh is one of the earliest battles in recorded history for which we have detailed accounts, showcasing Ramses's military prowess and strategic acumen. His reign marked a high point of New Kingdom power and influence. Ramses's ability to maintain and expand Egypt's borders through both diplomacy and warfare solidified his reputation as a formidable leader. Ramses II's legacy is visible throughout Egypt in the numerous temples, monuments and statues he commissioned. His architectural achievements are a testament to his ambition and the resources he commanded. His mortuary temple, the Ramesseum, and the rock-cut temples at Abu Simbel are enduring testaments to his power and ambition. These structures not only served religious purposes, but also acted as lasting symbols of his reign, designed to impress both his contemporaries and future generations.